house. Yes, I have on a turtleneck under this. Yes, I have a scarf on and a turtleneck and a jacket, and my hands are still cold. All right. However, we persist. Let's get into this reading for the week of January 19th, 2023. First, 2023? Not me trying to go back in time. What was happening in 2023? It's interesting that I said that. It's interesting that I said that. Freudian slip, eh? 2023, 3 years ago today. What was happening back then? Okay, I think that bears some interest. What was happening during Aquarius season 2023? So we're going to start with the little charm. We're going to start with the charm that I got first. And the charm that I got is a compass. We have a chart. We have Manaz reversed. So let's talk about that first for the week. We got a compass. We got me referencing 3 years ago. And now we have Manaz, which means mankind. It is a rune of mankind. We each have a duty to those that come after. Endurance, the human spirit, potential, resilience, and duty. Reversed. When Manaz finds us reversed, it can be an opportunity to look at the ways our human spirit is stifled. Do you feel you're living in alignment, not only with your vision for yourself, but also for the good of the collective? Isn't that interesting that we get this on the first day of Aquarius season? Because Aquarius is about humanitarianism, innovation, and the future. And I started with going in the past. This rune is an invitation to reflect upon that and perhaps find ways you can honor the web of life around you. But we need to go backwards. We need to go backwards. Why do I have these headphones on? I don't need those headphones. Okay. Let's go backwards to 2023. Was that just a slip up on my part? Or is there a message from Aquarius season 2023 that's relevant now? We got a yes. And we got the Knight of Wands. Now, this night can be energetic. This night it can be hot-tempered. We also have the Eight of Wands, which is about quick change. It's a lot about change with Aquarius season. This was from the last reading, but it's still sitting here. This was from my Aquarius season reading with change. But here it is again. And then we have moving forward. Okay? Then we have the hangman, planning, and blocks. Let's get into this. It's supposed to be for the week, but I don't know. It may be more. It may be more than that. We'll see. Maybe this is a week where these things start to get turned around. Am I right? Oh shit. Your cup runneth over. My cup runneth over. So this is a week to turn things around because here's the story. 2023 Aquarius season. When we see a knight, that is the typically a sign of the end of a long-term situation. Wands is about actions. It's associated with fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So perhaps there was some sort of pickup that happened in 2023. But for some reason, there was a stall. So what I'm doing is the first three cards you saw, then the last three cards you saw. So basically, the hangman is sitting under the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands is sitting under the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is sitting under the Swords. So this is all about action. This whole reading is going to be about action and movement and lack of movement. So there was some sort of perspective change that needed to happen in the most recent past, 2023. Because maybe oh, interesting. I have moving and relocation written here too on the side. This isn't the impulsive knight like the Knight of Swords. But it is the rebellious and hot tempered. So maybe there was some sort of action or some sort of movement or some sort of blockage or delay that we wanted to move forward with, but we couldn't because of the hangman here. Because this is definitely a sign of like pulling back, looking at things from a different perspective. This is about a period of waiting. And there's something about this Knight of Wands, which is rebellious and hot tempered, and this Eight of Wands, which is about quick moving change. Like maybe we felt like, and with the Six of Swords, which is ideas, maybe we felt like we had to get the F out of Dodge. What do I have written on the side? May need help. And I have may need help on the side. This person representing help. And then I have transition could be painful. So maybe we found a situation to be untenable. And we really, again, felt like we had to get the heck out of there. We had to move from choppy water to smooth water. We really, really wanted that to happen. And you know what? This could be, some people are experiencing this now. Like this is very present now, like this week, because technically this is a weekly reading. But other people, this could be like a past energy that's being brought forward now to look at when you see this reading. Hopefully that makes sense to you. So there was some sort of thing that we felt like we had to get away from. Sitting under the Eight of Wands, we have planning. Yes, it's about action, but maybe, and taking risks and first steps, but maybe things were moving too fast. Like maybe we moved a little too fast. and we needed more time for planning. And because that happened, we were blocked or we didn't have the energy. The energy wasn't there because this is a card of like lacking energy when it's in reverse. It's about delays and blocks. So even though we wanted to move forward, we couldn't, quote unquote, move forward in the way that we wanted to, right? Something took us off our course with this compass. Not having all the information, not having all the information, leaping before looking got us off course. All right. I also have the letter E here. So let's get some clarification with the E. Can I get more clarification on what this E is standing for? Jesus. There's literally there's no E in King of Wands. I mean, action. What do I have written? Getting things done. But we have the King of Wands here. And then we have the Devil in reverse. Okay. I feel like what this means is this was our past, right? Like somehow we got off course. We feel like we got off course. And maybe we've been like, I don't know, ruminating on that, beating ourselves up about that. But what these cards say is we are quite close to the leadership here with this King of Wands. And stepping into our independence with this Devil in reverse, getting ourselves free with this Devil in reverse. I thought I saw freedom somewhere. But this is like about reclaiming your power. And we have the King of Wands again, so it's action. So perhaps this is saying that this is a good week to reclaim our power, especially since we have this your cup runneth over here. This is a good week to wow. I knew I saw freedom somewhere. This is a good week to retain our freedom. Oh, empowered healing. Maybe I could get the candle wax off the card. What do you think about that? E for empowered healing. Now, I did get the no when I asked, is this the week for this? All right. To turn this around. Is this the week to start thinking about it? Because Aquarius is an air sign. Mm-hmm. Yes, we got a yes here. We got a yes, and we got a beautiful yes. 10 of Pentacles, which is about legacy, financial stability, family. So this is a good week. I'm hearing to ponder empowered healing and freedom. Freedom from the things that kept us bound, our addictions, our sadness, our powerlessness. Oh, we also have E for excessive there. Interesting. So our excess. This is a week to ponder how that has impacted our life and also to think about and vision leadership, because the King of Wands is also about visioning. So this is a week to start envisioning, another E, what it would be like to be a leader. Okay. Technically, we still are under the energy of the new moon in Capricorn, and this is a very Capricornian energy, legacy, financial stability, that type of thing. And so it's interesting that this came out, moving from this to this to this, and moving from the devil being bound to the king, to being in control, to being empowered. This is a week to ponder that. An opportunity to look at the ways our human spirit is stifled. That is exactly this. How has our spirit been stifled? Perhaps look back to 2023 and maybe you'll find some clues. Do you feel you're living in alignment not only with your vision for yourself, but also the good of the collective? This rune is an invitation to reflect upon that and perhaps find ways you can honor the web of life around you. That is the reading for this week. How have you been stifled? And what would it look like to get yourself free? And Aquarius is the perfect. Wow. Aquarius is the perfect sign when you talk about freedom and freeing yourself from lack and limitation, because air signs, honey, we hate to be trapped, honey. That is like our greatest fear, honey. Okay, so we got some three very interesting cards and then we're going to wrap it up. So for the Aquarius season reading, I got Step Out of Your Comfort Zone for the North Node. For this week, we got the South Node. So we're coming full circle. Don't let your past hold you back. So you might also want to see where your South Node is in your chart. Don't let your past hold you back. Why? Because luck is on our side. Another action card, action oriented, right? Wands, Sagittarius. Okay. Luck is on your side. Luck is on our side. But we need to balance spirituality and practicality. Now, remember when I asked if this week was the week to act, and we got a big fat no. This is a week to ponder. Well, perhaps what we're doing is we're pondering until we get to the full moon in Pisces. And then, oh God, no, that's too long. My God. That's August. We can't wait till August. I'm sorry. We can't wait till August to move. But perhaps will we see the results of our manifestation in August? Holy shit. We got the Strength card, which is associated to Leo. And when is Leo season? In August. All right. Now, technically, yeah, in August. So there we go. So full moon in Pisces. So let's ponder, let's act. Let's see when Mike. Oh, they're saying no. I was gonna say let's see a good time to act. They're like, no, just I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't give them too much. I've given enough. Okay, I've given enough. Drop down in the comments if you have questions. If you have stayed this long, why not put Hmm. I want to say put a compass in the chat, but I don't know if they have compass emojis. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you made it this far. Okay, bye.